Hello, everyone. Janet Von Schmeling here with some awesome people. We are so excited to be at the Victory World Convention.
Hey,
let's go. We've been waiting for this once a year. It's like the Super Bowl of Victory. It's our weekend where we get to come together and share our passion and just enjoy the community that we have. This is what it's all about. 31 years.
31.
So I know, big time. So last
great.
year was big, and I already feel like even a elevated energy already for 31 years. So this is gonna only get bigger and better, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been great so far.
It's been bigger and better every year, and
Absolutely.
I know this is your first year
one.
attending.
That's why
Welcome.
I'm excited.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah.
what's next?
What is that?
Come on.
No, that's awesome. All right, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're with us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much to look forward to. Just the training and just constant learning. I mean, that's what Victory's always been about. Learning and just being the best version of yourself, but getting to share with people that are on that same frequency, same energy.
Yeah.
And so this is gonna be good.
So I wanted to introduce Brandon here to our Victory TV squad, because Brandon is very new to Victory.
Yeah.
And so
How long
Fresh.
exactly?
Fresh.
Few months?
April.
Wow.
What are we in now?
Feels like longer.
June?
it's like
April.
a
Yeah, 2
that's
months.
a 2 month. That's
Wow.
a newborn. I'm such a mom.
Yeah, I know.
And
A
they-
newborn.
It's okay.
They
It's
threw
okay.
me in the water. And it's hot.
And it's
And it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a lot going on at
Yeah.
Victory,
Yeah.
So it's really been a blessing, really, when you see life that way, like transitions, things that opportunities that present themselves for you.
Yeah.
It's always been my thing, which is why I think I vibe well with Victory. Is like, you got to roll with the punches.
Absolutely.
This is happening on purpose. Get in
Absolutely.
and go.
Yeah.
So I can swim.
We're glad you swim with us.
Yeah.
A quote I love is, when you live with purpose, you collide with destiny. So I feel like this is, it's all part of the plan.
Absolutely.
Because we're all, how is it going to turn out? What is it, but this opportunity and just coming together like this, and you're in one of the best cities in the world,
Come on.
So
I left LA weather.
Yeah.
And on the plane, they were like, "We're landing. It's going to be 104 degrees." And I was like,
what? Yeah.
"What?
It's-
Turn this thing around.
yeah,
Let's go back."
I know. That humidity's no joke.
No,
but we're so used to it that we, But I appreciate the LA weather for
I
sure.
miss LA weather.
Come on back.
I miss it.
Now, we'll be back soon.
But you
Yeah.
know what? The humidity is. I'm from Georgia, so
Okay.
It's not too far.
Yeah,
we used to
yeah,
vacation down here, and like the humidity
Yeah.
helps with my skin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right,
What
welcome
part
back.
of Georgia?
Welcome back. It's east side of
East side.
Atlanta.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they call
Love
it
Georgia.
Stone
We've been
Mountain.
to many karate tournaments as a kid. We used to
Yeah.
always drive up to Georgia and Savannah and Marietta and of course Atlanta being, my kid's idol right now is Cody Rhodes. He's the WWE champion. He's from Atlanta.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
I got a lot of stories. Took her to the first SmackDown event a couple
Oh,
weeks
my
ago. So
goodness.
I used to watch it as a kid.
Yeah.
I used to, The Rock and Stone Cold. I
That
mean,
was the Rock says.
yeah, man. I'm
The
telling
Rock
you.
says, "Know your role.
Know your role." He's like, "What's your name?" It doesn't matter
what
you
your
know.
name is.
But anyway, so but now like this next generation of wrestlers are like, the champions, and so. But anyway, you said Georgia, so I know some great people from Georgia.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
cool. That's cool. But,
So did you watch? It used to be WWF.
It was
I remember
WWF,
that.
yeah. And then they had to
Federation.
change it because there was another, I guess, company that. Anyway, so they changed it, and they, World Wrestling Entertainment. But now The Rock and the guys that were like the main guys are like running the show. They're
Yeah.
running the content. Triple H, those guys. So anyway, I love it for the entertainment and just
Yeah.
how. They're performers, man.
They are.
They get out there and they just,
I didn't know
It's
that
full commitment.
either.
It
Oh,
is.
you did it when you. that they were actors,
I'm a
right?
kid.
Yeah,
I mean, this is why we were
You
getting in
believed
trouble
it.
as kids. I'm standing on a dresser.
Yeah.
My mom walks in. I'm
Yeah.
standing on a dresser, and I'm like,
If you
the people there, like, I'm coming off
man.
the
Ask
off
my
the
sister
dresser.
how many times I rock bottom her as a kid. And it
Right
was
on the mattress.
just whoa, rock bottom. Anyway,
Oh my
but
goodness.
no, we have a good time.
We did.
But no, this getting back to the convention, like I said, I mean, this is this was a dream to, envision this, everyone coming together from all parts of the world. My father's dream, our father's dream, was to come to the United States and teach martial arts to families and connect families together. And being able to see that now at this stage, 31 years later, I mean, it's just amazing to be a part of, and grateful, because family was what this is all about, and we're seeing that now. So welcome to the fam.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to the fam.
Thank you.
So
going back to the wrestling, I mean, that ties into martial arts a little bit. What other things were you guys watching that influenced maybe your martial arts journey?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Growing up, we were just talking about it. Some of these
movies.
The
Three Ninjas for me.
And we were three. It was three boys. So
you guys were three ninjas?
So I was always like, I'm the middle child, and we talked about Bam Bam. That was my little brother. He was like, I'm Bam Bam. We were kicking him out, and you can't. But
I honestly remember going to the movie theaters to see this.
Yeah.
And obviously it wasn't, we didn't have Netflix or but going to the movies and seeing it and just being so excited, because that was like, from Power Rangers to Ninja Turtles to Three Ninjas to Surf Ninjas to,
What's Surf Ninjas?
Surf Ninjas is another one. Ernie Reyes was in that one, I believe. Ernie Reyes Jr., he's the pizza guy in the Ninja Turtles, and then now he's also, he's the pizza guy. And come on, with the our father Ninjas. Knows his father really well. One of the greatest demo teams of all time, the West Coast performance team, Ernie Reyes Sr. And but now Ernie Reyes Jr. was in the movie with The Rock, the Rundown. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
That movie.
He was the Brazilian guy doing some little capoeira and stuff. And then now he's like in the corner of some of the UFC fighters. Like he's good friends with Nate Diaz. He was in his corner. Anyway, shout out to them.
That's so cool.
I never met them before, but our dad knows them very well.
Oh,
so
neat. Shout out
for sure.
That's cool.
Janet, that makes me think. I'm curious for both of you.
Yeah.
When you go back to those memories of the martial arts movies and entertainment that kind of grabbed your attention at that young age, is there anything that's like translated into the martial artist that you are today?
The first thing, of course, comes is The Rock. Even though he wasn't a martial artist,
Yeah, I mean, wrestling is,
and being able to just walk onto a mat and just
electrifying the crowd.
Just that presence, that energy, and that, greatest way to lead, obviously, we call it the 3 I's: influence, inspire, impact. So you want to be able to do that. And then I added an I in there, which is ignite. You can't influence anyone if you don't ignite them. You don't touch their heart. You don't get them excited. So I think I know. And what's cool is The Rock is actually filming a movie on a martial artist that fought in UFC and Pride, and he's actually he's learning the martial arts right now, filming for the movie
cool.
Smashing Machine, which is a guy. His name is Mark Kerr. He fought over Japan and Pride.
I saw some photos.
Did you see? Oh my God, he looks exactly like.
They transformed his face. It's really cool.
And so
movie magic.
Yeah, no, you guys know all about that, right?
Right.
That's right. But like, as far as, of course we got to give, Bruce Lee for our father was the inspiration. That's how he started, even in martial arts.
Yeah,
he didn't have anyone before him doing martial arts. It was Bruce Lee at the time, Enter the Dragon, and just some of those, kung fu movies. But no, as far as Power Rangers growing up, you name it. It's just.
I'd say Power Rangers for me.
For sure.
Because then, I always wanted to be an actress. So I was like, oh, but
it's
then,
morphin' time.
Yeah, but then you find out, spoiler alert, that they're actually not the ones in the suits.
I know.
So, because I was like, oh, wow, they're, pretty and girly and pink, but still kick butt. And that's how I felt.
Kimberly was my first crush. That pink Power Ranger. But
didn't she play like Susie Q in a Disney movie?
That's what the movie's called, Susie Q.
Is it? Oh man, I had no idea.
She's so cute.
She's cute.
She was my crush too.
For sure. But I remember all of them, right?
Pie.
Was it the red one, the blue one, and then the green one? Unfortunately passed, but he was amazing.
And the yellow one,
David
she passed too. What is a fun fact is we have Charlie Kirsch, who is a Victory member there, and I'm sure you've met Charlie. She trains between Stevenson Ranch. And she got to play her daughter in the Netflix movie.
Oh, heck
so
yeah.
to honor
That's
her,
awesome.
so that's
she was here at the convention last year. I think we met her.
I think she trains
awesome.
with Master Espinosa.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so we have a lot of Power Ranger Victory fam.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the Power Ranger this weekend's coming here.
We have our Pink Ranger and she's the first girl Red Ranger. You're going to talk to her tomorrow.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're excited to have her.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's
cool.
Oh, you met?
She came to
your
school, right? Yeah.
She's
cool.
such
She was at our
heart.
convention last year.
Yeah, I've known her. I mean, since we were kids. We met on I want to say either a Universal or a Disney commercial, and she was cast all the time, and I was cast all the time, and we'd always end up on sets together, and we would just hang out. And
she's a Victory student.
Brag.
Come on.
we just booked all the time. But no, she she started her martial arts journey at a
Orlando.
Victory school in Orlando. In the Ocoee school.
Yeah, we've been in Ocoee, 17, 18 years now. So she started when I was trying to remember who her instructor was, because
I'm not sure.
That's one thing about, I remember all the instructors that came through Victory, from the moment, 30 years ago,
awesome.
And how long their tenure was. I just, I just remember stuff. I mean, obviously it's a big part of my life growing up, but, again, it's amazing where we're at right now. I feel like the first 30 years we were figuring it out, and then now we kind of have it figured out, and it's gonna just take us to the next level in an easier way. But
it's allowing us to figure out the fun stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we didn't, we were so focused on the building, and we still are. I mean, there's so much expansion and growth that's happening, especially digitally. We get to reach so many more people,
and
also in different languages. This could be, this could be live translated now with all the technology to any language we want it to be in. So it really is the opportunity to reach more people with our program and just make people feel good. I feel like now is the time more than ever, and we're losing that human connection, and to be able to bring the human connection but digitally, that's cool, right?
But that's what COVID was, was it social distancing, and that's the exact opposite of what Victory is. Victory about connection, about community, and you see that in kids. I mean, I'm blessed to have two young future legends. And I'm and of course my beautiful nephew Wyatt, which is your son. But being able to see the social skills, it's just so important right now. And the Victory, I remember day one, my father was here. We opened the school, and he stopped in and he bowed and said, "Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am." I was like, who's he saying that to? We don't have any students,
no
right?
Here.
And he's like, exactly, son. This is exactly what we want to teach our students. And no matter who's around, you got to do the right thing, because that instills those habits, and that's self-discipline, right? Doing the right thing without no one watching.
Well, he was talking about that yesterday, about how there's a lot of high ranks that come through our conventions. We have a lot of special guests, a lot of grandmasters. I mean, what a privilege and honor. But he was saying that you bow not for them, but you bow for yourself.
For yourself.
And I loved that, because I think that resonated with a lot of people of do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And saying hello is the first step to social success. You want
greeting.
Greeting. I mean, we're so big on that with our kids.
Go say hello
before you do anything. Go and say hello to everybody, because that's lost a little bit. And and so Victory, we to a point where you start walking in a restaurant saying hello, bowing and stuff, and walking to Starbucks. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. But again, just being able to have the social skills, because the kids are tablets and iPads. I mean, but the fact that they can have that human interaction is important.
And that's inevitable, right? With innovation, technology. I mean, we all know where we're going. So we might as well equip our kids with that mental fitness also.
Mental fitness.
I think it's really important.
Absolutely. Mental wealth.
Mental health, mental wealth. I like that.
So.
Because with Victory, what we've been able to see firsthand, or some of these kids that maybe didn't have it to stand up for themselves, it just to even look someone in the eye and say no, that skill enough will save them from so much that will then lead into their adulthood, right? And I mean, we know that.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we continue to that message? And through martial arts, it's such a beautiful vehicle because these kids have fun.
Yeah.
They get to stay physically fit, but they also, we have that neuro-linguistic language that happens. We say, yes, I can. I'm a champion. I mean, your body feels that, and there's so much science behind that.
What we say to ourselves is everything. 'Cause we all talk to ourselves, and then we have to treat ourselves with respect the way we talk, and it teaches these kids to do the same. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be very handsy, so I might be
still trained.
So
I love it.
I know.
Sorry.
I know a lot of times I'm like mid-conversation shadow boxing. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm all.
There was a viral video of like, I have an older brother and she's like making her milkshake and her brother's like and doing wrestling moves. I sent it immedially. I was like, you.
Oh man, dude. That's all with love, though. I'm not trying to.
My business. He's like doing a wrestling move on me, like boxing from behind, and it's just. I mean, we grew up in a martial arts house.
For sure.
It sounds like all older brothers are like that.
Yeah. You only have one older brother, so
I think that's why martial arts is so important, because you say all big brothers are like that. I think martial arts gives it that structure because the siblings, they want to engage with each other. They just don't necessarily know how. So when you get into a structure like martial arts, it gives you, a beautiful opportunity to do it in a healthy way, And I'm watching y'all, and I'm going like, this is healthy. This is dope. I love it.
I know. It's the best. Honestly, it's the best because it's I mean, honestly, it's what makes me. It's what fulfills me, being able to, do this together. This and the martial arts, and then our kids spend. I mean, we've been looking forward to this all the time, and it's here. And so this next stage has been great, and it's just gonna only get better. So. I mean, even talking with you, I feel like we've been talking for years already. I feel like he's so.
I felt that the moment I met him, I was like,
and you have that with certain people, and certain people not, and so.
Certain
people not.
Totally stuck out of there. Some people, some people you say.
Everyone gets an opportunity, but you gotta, fit in with the.
Sometimes you say no new friends.
No new friends. Hashtag no new friends.
But this one.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for welcoming me in.
Absolutely.
I'm a stray out here, and I've always been that way. I've always kind of just tried to be grounded, be myself, and then whatever opportunities come about, I'll judge it, see, is there space for me here? And if there is, then
let's jump in. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely.
So I appreciate
y'all.
But
I can feel that. In the short time of just being able to, talk and get to know each other.
That's absolutely energy.
Yeah.
I mean, you talked about frequency earlier. I mean, you can feel it. And,
absolutely.
And, our dad was just talking about this, but this is so true. Like, with our children, they're really sensitive to it.
Yeah.
So, you'll feel something, and then you'll look at your child, and you can get, the confirmation of, the vibes
everything.
in here, not good,
Yeah.
Or, there's certain people, they're so happy to go and hug, and even people they haven't met before or they just met, they'll still feel very, drawn to them, want to play with them, peekaboo, the whole thing. Then there's certain people.
Yeah. They need victory though. Because no matter what, everybody can benefit from victory. You know what I mean? Especially the kids. The kid that's jumping off the walls that has to channel that energy.
Yeah.
This is the place for you.
Yeah.
The kid that's not listening and paying attention.
Goes back
this is the
to what you
place for
said.
you.
It's the structure, and
that's
literally
the
our foundation.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and that's
program.
why with our father, he created the structure, emotion, knowledge. I mean, that's huge. Structures are.
Body.
Our body. Emotion is our heart, and the knowledge is the mind. And they all need training. You train the mind or it'll train you, right? So the mind is the thing that, and sometimes you gotta learn to, no, for sure.
Come on.
Well, because the mind.
You're the king of quotes, I forgot to tell you.
I got some quotes. I got some quotes. I just like to listen to smart people. I always say this in class, so I'm like, I don't come up with these quotes. I just listen to smart people. That's why you all should listen to me. They're like, okay, sir. No, but Yeah, I've got quotes for days. So
Yeah.
when that was the thing, like my father used to test me. He used to like give me a quote or give me a word, and I'd have to teach a whole segment of a class on that. Like I'd have to think on the spot quick. So a lot of times on the spot I do a little bit better than if I have like something that and she's helping me, having some guidelines of what to say, but once I get going, obviously when it comes from the heart.
Come on.
You guys just said that at the same time.
Come on.
Let's
Come
go.
on. You already know.
Wow. There's a bromance brewing.
Hey.
I think I might have just been replaced on this show.
We're good. It's just,
The vibes are right,
But the thing is then I feel like a really good producer.
Yeah.
Because I knew that the vibes would be right.
Yeah.
So it's because of me.
Come on. I give you that.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I do.
Teamwork.
No, but energy is.
But I knew that I didn't
big.
have to prep you guys too much, and it was very easy.
So much to unravel, so much to just grateful. I just feel it's gratitude, A quote I love is, gratitude. Without gratitude, it's never enough. You always want more, but with gratitude, you're like, that's that groundedness that you're talking about. It's like, yo.
You can stop and enjoy this.
Man. Stop and smell the roses. I think we're doing that, but we want to, create some more roses. We want to create some more, memories through martial arts, through connections, and trust me, we do the martial arts at a high level. We train hard. We've got.
You got a workout this morning?
Yeah, a little workout this morning.
I mean, I'm in my mind about how I can just be a better martial artist, and I'm watching others, and I try not to compare myself.
Yeah.
And when we get into like a middle stance, and I'm like, I be on my kids so hard about their middle stance.
Middle stance, yeah.
And
no stance, no chance. That's what we tell our students. No, because that's the foundation.
I gotta come with it. Gotta come with it.
Yeah. So, that's
funny.
Again, it just.
Yeah, you gotta walk. Yeah, walk the talk.
I gotta
hear
walk
you.
it.
And that's victory. I love that. I love that you just said that.
Yeah.
Because that's, same thing. Like he asked the kids to do something, but he'll go out there and he'll do the flashiest kick
I gotta
ever,
show them.
You know?
Kids learn visually. You gotta be visual. I'm visual. Big kid, but I'm visual. So they're gonna learn by what they see. And then you got 3 ways of learning, right? You got visual, auditory, kinesthetic. So some people, our brother Sufran, he's auditory. He didn't even have to look at you. He can remember everything you said, And so some people are different. But when you're teaching kids, you got to be visual. So you got to get out there, show them how this is what I want you to look like. You got to be dynamic. They're used to cartoons going at 100 miles per hour.
Fast,
I'm not saying we got to teach like a cartoon, but we've got to keep up with the way they learn, right?
Sure.
So it's part of the, that's the part I love the most. You give me some content, I'll deliver it.
And you're gonna have a treat the first time you see him teach, because there's no one. And
they gotta invite me over. I'll come over and
come on.
I'm excited.
We wanted to do a leadership. Now I'm gonna talk business on this podcast. We were gonna do a leadership experience in Encino, and it would be a great opportunity to do that at the same time as we go to visit some other guests out there.
Absolutely.
So let's do that.
Yeah,
because I would love for you to watch him teach. Because they're really, and I'm not just saying this because I'm my brother, but there's no one else that does it the way he does it. With the way he connects with the kids, he makes it. They have fun, they learn, and they learn something. Or they remember it.
And that, going back to the quotes, I think it's good because kids won't remember everything you say, but they will remember some of the quotes. And it's good when you start a sentence, they finish it, and then it gives validation to the parents. Like, oh, my kid's learning this.
They're learning,
you know what I mean? So, because then, if you just ask, hey, what'd you learn today? Most of them, it's like when you ask your kids, how did you do in school today? I play in the playground. But
like,
if
you did nothing
you can
all day?
simplify what they're learning through quotes. You can, make it dynamic. That's,
it's good for memorization.
I feel like that little kid is still in me where I can connect with these kids because I was one of those kids that wanted to be the best and wanted to be, our pops never gave us student of the day, but he's like, that's because you're my kids, you don't, because he used to do the student of the day thing or whatever.
We had just stopped that because I think parents got mad.
Yeah.
And the kids too. But it's good for them to learn how to lose.
Yeah.
You know, how to turn it into a lesson, which I enjoyed doing.
The only L's we take are lessons.
Come on. Come on.
So we have a team that's competing this weekend, one of the Central Florida teams, Hunters Creek specifically, so shout out to them.
Oh, yeah.
They made some T-shirts, and on the back it says, sometimes I'm going to totally mess up the quote now. It's like,
You paraphrase.
Win or don't lose. Wait, someone bring me the shirt.
You only lose when you don't learn? Or
winners don't lose,
you win and you learn.
Win and you learn, something like that.
Something about winning or losing.
Shout out to Hunters Creek. Our sister is the
everywhere.
director and partner there.
Please cut that out.
But,
Can that be in the bloopers?
We need that.
Hey, we need some bloopers though. I think I just did the same.
Actually, while we're messed up right now,
I think we have some on me.
I think we only have 2 minutes left, so let's just outro.
Excited.
Can we just outro? I just spit everywhere.
Oh my god!
I'm not getting on that mic.
It was funny.
I don't have COVID.
Oh my god! Remember during COVID, if you sneezed, like you had to like explain yourself. I'm good. People used to look at. Oh my god!
I'm good. It's allergies.
It's allergies.
I still, and even with that, to bring it back to martial arts, I use the sneezing as like manners, like protecting yourself, protecting others with kids, because especially the Eagles, I mean, I'm tying their belt and I see it coming.
Protect.
These blocks are not just,
Protect.
From COVID free.
All right. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wyatt does sneeze in his elbow.
Does he?
Oh, nice. See?
Yeah.
He's protecting. And how old is he?
He's 3.
He's
3, and he knows to keep his germs to himself and to protect others. Yeah. Come on. Where are we learning this stuff?
Wyatt's way ahead.
Yeah,
we
did have a whole podcast on it. We're gonna bring him on the podcast. We're actually gonna interview him on Sunday.
Are we?
Yeah, we'll set him down.
Booster seat.
No, but he would do it. He would do it.
Yeah, for sure he would.
All right. Well, we're gonna do this again because this felt normal and natural.
Yeah,
and I like it.
The more natural, the better. Authenticity is everything, and I feel like this is the time now. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely. I was still under construction the first 37 years, and I'm still like, that's what every day. That's what the cool thing about it is, like, and that's that groundedness I keep talking about. And I can feel that in you and I feel that in me. It's like, I know what I'm great at. I know who I am, but I know I still got to work on some things, right?
For sure.
And so like that, and I wish more people had that.
So beautiful
had that mentality.
To hear 2 men say that.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool.
And like less ego than ever. Before it was always, driven by, I gotta be, at the end of the day, like.
But that's also a nature that you in an indoctrination that by society that you guys break and
for sure
generational.
When the ego dies, the soul is born. And I feel like the soul is starting to show up in a way that that I've always wanted. So, but it's only gonna get better. I feel like. Man, I feel like we can talk for hours.
We could definitely should do this for 6 hours.
Absolutely.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
It was such a pleasure having Mr. Gregory on today as our Victory Eagles know him, but Brandon Gregory, and this is absolutely going to be first of many as him as a guest, and you're going to be co-hosting the weekend. We're really excited about that.
I'm ready. Please, whatever y'all got, throw it at me because I'm ready. I'm ready. Thanks for having me, Janet. Herman, let's do it. Let's do it.
We're looking forward to the future together, and it's just the beginning. So let's go.
Only just begun.
Oh, man.
Did you get that? Because I think he's a professional singer, and he forgot to tell us.
Again, I had the best singing skills, but then I hurt my knee, so I don't know what happened.
That meniscus.
I know.
It was.
And then the students are like, but sir, what does that have to do with your voice? I'm like, exactly.
Mic drop.
All right.